A Christmas gift to young George has shaken the royal family tonight, revealing William's secret photos.
At the end of 2025, what seemed like a peaceful Christmas celebration for George concealed a hidden undercurrent of turmoil within the palace. When the young prince opened his Christmas gift from school at home, inside was a stack of shocking photographs. William standing beside a young woman who was clearly not his mother. George's innocent eyes flashed with confusion, while Kate, after only a few seconds of observation, immediately noticed something off. Uneven lighting, unnaturally smooth facial contours, subtle signs of sophisticated editing. A seemingly harmless photograph was, in fact, hiding a cunning conspiracy. Kate checked William's tightly guarded schedule. Every trip, every meeting aligned perfectly, leaving no gap for the photo to be real. But a detail George mentioned sent a chill down her spine. Camilla had appeared at the school gates, spoken briefly with the driver, then vanished. Who was behind these photos? What was the purpose? A power play or a malicious scheme to sow distrust and fracture the royal family from within? The once splendid and serene palace had quietly descended into chaos. Would Kate have the clarity and courage to uncover the truth before this plot turned into a storm that destroyed everything she held dear? In the crisp, cold air of London, the prestigious school attended by Prince George came alive with the vibrancy of the Christmas season. As always, Prince George, the boy with golden hair and a radiant smile inherited from his parents, stood among his classmates. Dressed neatly in his uniform, he held the red woolen hat that his mother, Princess Kate, had personally chosen for him. The teacher, a middle-aged woman with a gentle voice, called each child forward, handing out gifts with warm holiday wishes. When it was his turn, George received a package with no sender's name, only a small card that read, "To the little prince, with all my love." Filled with innocent excitement, George accepted it, unaware that inside the box lay a time bomb ready to shatter the peaceful life of the royal family. Back at the palace, George rushed into the drawing room where Princess Kate sat by the warm fireplace. "Mummy, I'm home! Look, a gift from school!" he shouted, leaping into her arms. George tore open the wrapping paper eagerly, the crisp sound echoing through the quiet room. As the box opened, a neatly arranged stack of colorful photographs spilled out like a small album. At first, he flipped through them with delight. Pictures of Christmas festivities, laughing children, and twinkling trees. But then his small hands paused on one strange image, tucked in the middle. In the photo, his father, Prince William, stood beside a young, beautiful woman with flowing blonde hair and a captivating smile. William was dressed in an elegant suit, his hand lightly touching her shoulder in an unusually intimate manner. The woman was not his mother, not Kate. George looked up, his big round eyes filled with confusion and a touch of bewilderment. "Mummy, why is Daddy here with her? Who is she? Is this a real photo?" he asked innocently. Kate's heart tightened the moment she saw it, as if someone had squeezed it. She forced herself to remain calm, offering her son a reassuring smile. But inside, a wave of emotions surged. She took the photograph from George's hands and examined it closely under the warm glow of the fireplace. The lighting was inconsistent, the background brighter than the faces. William's facial contours were unnaturally smooth, without a single natural wrinkle or shadow, as if professionally retouched with advanced software. With her background in art and experience dealing with the media, Kate quickly recognized the signs of sophisticated manipulation. This was not a real photo. It was the product of a calculated plot designed to breed doubt and chaos. She pulled George into her arms, her voice gentle, yet firm. "Darling, it's just a strange picture. Someone must be playing a silly joke, but Mummy will get to the bottom of it. Daddy loves us very much, don't worry." George nodded, his smile returning. though a hint of confusion lingered. Kate knew she could not let this slide. She glanced at the photo once more, suspicion rising within her. Who had sent it? What was their motive? In the royal family, where every gesture is scrutinized, a photograph like this could ignite a major scandal, threatening the reputation of William and Kate, the couple widely seen as the embodiment of stability. Anger mingled with determination inside her. She was not one to crumble easily. She was the Princess of Wales, a woman who had weathered many storms. This photograph wasn't aimed merely at her. It targeted the unity of the royal family itself. For now, she decided to keep it from William, who was busy with diplomatic engagements in Europe. She did not want to worry him without solid evidence. Instead, Kate began a quiet investigation. As twilight filtered through the windows, casting a reddish glow over the room, Kate locked the photograph away in a secret drawer. Yet the image haunted her. Who was behind it, Camilla? Or some other enemy lurking in the palace shadows? She did not yet know. The battle had begun, and she would not allow anyone to destroy her happiness. Kensington Palace still carried the lingering scent of Christmas, glittering trees and freshly baked cookies. But Princess Kate had no time for rest. She rose early and drove herself to George's school without alerting the press. The royal security team followed discreetly at a distance. The school was on holiday break. The grounds were quiet, with only a few staff on duty. Ms. Harris, George's homeroom teacher, greeted Kate in the cozy staff room. They sat across from each other at an old wooden table, light snow falling outside the window. Kate smiled politely, but got straight to the point. "I've come to clarify something about George's Christmas gift. Who exactly sent it, and how was it delivered?" Ms. Harris replied softly. "The gift was brought to the school on the afternoon of December 20th by Mr. Thompson, your family's regular driver. He handed it directly to me with instructions that the sender wished to remain anonymous for the surprise." Kate nodded slowly, maintaining a calm expression, but the name Thompson was now etched in her mind. The middle-aged driver had served her family loyally for over a decade, always silent and reliable. Why would he deliver such a gift? She thanked Ms. Harris and left without revealing any suspicion. Back at Kensington, Kate locked herself in her private study, a quiet room with a large wooden desk and shelves full of confidential documents. She opened her secure laptop and accessed the encrypted royal schedule system. Before confronting anyone, she needed irrefutable proof that the photograph was fake. The photo was dated exactly 2 months earlier, a Friday evening at an upscale London bar. Kate began examining every detail. First, the travel log. William had been in Brussels, Belgium, attending a critical UK-EU summit. The 3-day trip was packed minute by minute. She reviewed the records. The morning before, William had held closed-door talks with the Belgian Prime Minister. In the afternoon, he met the Belgian royal family at their palace. That evening, he attended a formal state dinner with over 200 international guests, fully recorded and broadcast live. The royal flight had departed London at 9 a.m. and landed in Brussels at 11 a.m. There were no private side trips. Kate cross-checked the security detail. 8 bodyguards, none reporting William leaving the group. Security footage from Heathrow, Brussels Airport, the Royal Hotel, and the conference venue all matched perfectly. There was not a single gap, not even a few hours. William could not possibly have returned to London that night to pose intimately in a bar with a strange woman. The photograph was entirely fabricated. For the first time since Christmas Eve, Kate exhaled in relief. William had not betrayed her. There was no secret threatening their marriage. But the brief joy was quickly replaced by cold, sharp anger. Someone had invested considerable effort into creating such sophisticated false evidence solely to sow doubt and cause her pain. That afternoon, as Kate reviewed the final security reports, George burst into the room, still wearing his adorable reindeer pajamas. He hugged her legs, his voice bright and innocent. "Mummy, yesterday I saw Grandma Camilla at the school gate. She talked to Mr. Thompson for a long time, gave him something, then hurried away as soon as I came out. Maybe she sent me the gift." Kate froze for a moment, her hand pausing on the keyboard. Camilla, King Charles's wife. She had always maintained a cool distance from Kate since the royal wedding, sitting far away at joint events, her gaze probing, her smile forced. Recently, as King Charles began considering streamlining non-core royal roles, Camilla had grown even more reserved and ambitious. Kate bent down, gently stroking her son's hair. "Are you sure, sweetheart? Did Grandma Camilla give Mr. Thompson anything?" George shrugged. "I couldn't see clearly, but she looked in a hurry." The boy's innocent words illuminated the entire picture. Camilla had been physically present, interacting with the driver just before the gift was delivered. This was no coincidence. It was a clear trail leading straight to Clarence House. Kate returned to her desk, gazing out at the snow-covered garden. She was not one to yield easily. She picked up the phone and called her head of private security. "Begin surveillance on Mr. Thompson immediately. Absolute discretion. I want reports on every meeting, every call, every transaction." She would not confront the driver yet. Premature questioning would only alert the mastermind and allow evidence to vanish. Kate stood and walked down the long palace corridor. Laughter from the children's playroom echoed toward her. She smiled, but her eyes burned with unmasked resolve. The hidden war had officially begun. While Princess Kate quietly verified facts and strengthened her trust in her husband at Clarence House, the private residence of Camilla, she sat alone, recalling her motives from over a month earlier. Camilla Parker Bowles, the woman who had endured countless storms to become the wife of King Charles III, now sat in her private study. On the computer screen before her was the freshly completed, fabricated photograph. William standing intimately beside a young, beautiful woman. Camilla sipped a glass of red wine, her eyes gleaming with cold satisfaction. She had devised this plan in early November 2025, when internal rumors began circulating. King Charles, having stabilized the throne, was quietly reviewing the roles of non-core royals. He wished to streamline operations and focus resources on those most beloved by the public. Kate Middleton, or rather the Princess of Wales, consistently topped popularity polls. Her perfect image as a devoted mother, faithful wife, fashion icon, and philanthropist made Camilla feel her own position more precarious than ever. If Kate collapses, everything will change, Camilla whispered to herself, her voice hoarse from age and the cigarettes she still smoked in secret. Her goal was clear: cause Kate excruciating pain by making her feel abandoned, convince the royal inner circle that William and Kate's marriage was fracturing. A scandal involving infidelity would plummet Kate's reputation, turn public opinion against her, and give Camilla the opportunity to step forward and assume part of Kate's public role. She did not need the crown itself, only real power. Action followed thought. Camilla contacted a freelance photo editor through a trusted intermediary. The specialist had previously worked on old royal image projects and understood paparazzi angles, lighting, and style. "I need a photograph that convinces everyone William is having an affair," Camilla ordered over an encrypted call, her tone icy. "Use old photos of William, composite them with a young woman. Make it sophisticated, no visible flaws." The image was completed in days. The woman was an unknown actress photographed separately, then seamlessly blended using modern AI technology. Camilla inspected it carefully and nodded in approval. She chose to bribe Mr. Thompson, Kate's trusted driver, because a gift delivered by him would arouse no suspicion. "Deliver this package to George's school on December 24th. Camilla instructed directly when meeting Thompson at the school gate, and maintain absolute silence. The gift was sent as planned. George received it, opened it in front of his mother, and the seed of doubt was planted. But Camilla did not stop there. Days after the photo reached Kate, she had her closest aides send anonymous messages from disposable phones. "If you don't want the photos leaked, pay £500,000. I have many more. You think you're perfect. William is tired of you." The messages flooded Kate's private phone at odd hours, late at night, or when she was busy with the children, intended to create psychological turmoil, sleeplessness, and a gradual visible breakdown. Within the palace, the atmosphere began to shift. A few senior royals, loyal to the direct line yet sensitive to public opinion, started whispering in private meetings. "I've heard William and Kate are having problems," one duke murmured to an advisor. "If true, we must prepare for the worst." Rumors spread quietly, not yet reaching the public but enough to create undercurrents. Camilla, with her own intelligence network, monitored every detail and smiled inwardly. She hosted small teas with loyal aristocrats, subtly planting further seeds of doubt without ever saying it outright. Camilla believed her plan was proceeding smoothly. Kate would soon weaken, William would be distracted, and when Charles formally announced the royal streamlining, she would be the primary beneficiary. She took another sip of wine, gazing out at the snow-covered grounds of Clarence House. For her, this Christmas was not a celebration. It was the beginning of a subtle coup. But Camilla had no idea that at Kensington, Kate had already overcome the initial shock. She did not collapse, as Camilla had hoped. On her side, Kate refused to let anger cloud her judgment. After identifying Camilla as the mastermind, she began building a discreet, sophisticated surveillance network that no royal suspected. She avoided direct confrontation. Instead, Kate subtly altered Mr. Thompson's schedule. The next morning, she summoned the driver to the palace garage. "Mr. Thompson, starting next week, I'll need you to prioritize the children's extra lessons. The schedule will change frequently," she said lightly, as if it were routine. Thompson nodded without betraying anything, but Kate knew the increased movement would give her surveillance team perfect cover. At the same time, she engaged a trusted private security firm, veterans of sensitive royal matters. "Monitor Mr. Thompson 24/7. I want every call, every destination, every contact," Kate ordered over an encrypted line. The team operated in complete secrecy, using civilian vehicles, hidden cameras, and legal listening devices. Within 3 days, the first report arrived. Thompson had met a man in his 40s at a small cafe on London's outskirts. The man was Alex Rivera, a freelance image and video editor who had worked on minor royal photography projects during Charles's time as Prince of Wales. Hidden footage captured them exchanging briefly, Rivera handing Thompson a small USB drive. Further evidence came faster than expected. The phone number used for the blackmail messages was traced to a pay-as-you-go SIM purchased with cash in central London. But connection logs showed the SIM had linked to a cell tower near Clarence House on activation day. Security footage captured Camilla's loyal aide, Sarah, buying the exact SIM at that store. That same evening, Kate decided to confront Thompson privately. She invited him into a small sitting room, closed the door, and spoke alone with him. "Mr. Thompson, I know everything," Kate began, calmly but firmly. She placed video evidence of his meeting on the table. Thompson turned pale, his hands trembling. At first silent, he eventually bowed his head under Kate's unwavering gaze. "Your Highness, I was coerced. Mrs. Camilla promised to protect my family and pay for my son's education in America. I never wanted to betray you, but they threatened harm to my child if I refused." Kate did not rage. She simply nodded. "I understand. Cooperate fully from now on, and I will protect you and your family. But if you hide anything else, you will lose everything." Thompson nodded vigorously, revealing every detail. Camilla had met him twice in person, ordering the gift delivery and monitoring Kate's reaction. She had instructed him to blame an anti-royal agitator if questioned. Kate recorded the entire confession, storing copies securely in multiple locations. She also obtained the USB Rivera had given Thompson for leverage. Inside were emails confirming the job. Image editing completed as requested. Full payment via transfer. Attached records showed 2 large payments, totaling £50,000 from an anonymous business account. But digital trails could not fool the experts Kate hired. After 48 hours of analysis, they traced the source directly to the financial office at Clarence House, an office controlled by Camilla's closest aide. Kate now possessed irrefutable evidence. She would not rush to expose it. Not yet. She wanted Camilla to make further mistakes, to feel fear gradually creep in. Kate sipped a glass of white wine, her eyes flashing with resolve. "You started this war, Camilla," she whispered into the darkness. "And I will end it." The next morning, Camilla received her first alarming report when her closest aide, Sarah, burst into the study, face ashen. "Ma'am, Mr. Thompson, he's not answering calls. And Rivera, the photo editor, just reported that strangers are asking about an old project," Sarah stammered, voice shaking. Camilla set her teacup down with a sharp clink, her eyes darkening. She had been confident the plan was flawlessly concealed. Payments routed through multiple layers, communication only via burner phones, and Thompson sternly warned of consequences for betrayal. But now, a bad feeling crept in. "Check everything, immediately," she ordered, her voice cold but betraying tension. Over the next 24 hours, disturbing signs poured in. First, he called Sarah directly, panicked. "Someone is investigating me. They know about the photo, the transfers. I've deleted everything, but I'm scared." Camilla took the call herself, threatening, "Stay silent, and never contact me again." She hung up, her hand trembling slightly, for the first time in decades, navigating the treacherous royal world. She did not know that the incriminating USB had already been handed over by Rivera to Thompson, anticipating Camilla might scapegoat him as a blackmailing editor. Next was Thompson. The driver failed to appear at a secret checkpoint Camilla had arranged to test his loyalty. His phone was off. Camilla sent someone to drive past his quiet suburban home. The house was shuttered, no sign of the family. She knew instantly. Thompson had been reached by Kate, and he had chosen the Princess of Wales. Camilla wasted no time. She convened an emergency meeting with her 2 most trusted aides in a sealed room at Clarence House. "Clean everything," she commanded, urgency rare in her voice. "Delete all transactions linked to Rivera and Thompson. Close the intermediary accounts. Burn paper records, wipe call histories, and sever all contact." Sarah nodded frantically, fingers flying across the laptop to reverse transfers and erase digital traces. Unbeknownst to them, every move was already captured in detail by Kate's surveillance team, from encrypted calls to hasty transactions. Meanwhile, at Kensington Palace, Kate monitored developments remotely through daily reports. Every frantic call from Clarence House, every attempt to erase evidence, every rushed trip by Camilla's aides, all securely archived in multiple encrypted cloud backups and hidden physical drives. Kate did not hurry her final move. She knew Camilla's panic would lead to more mistakes, and it did. Just 2 days later, Sarah, in her haste, accidentally sent a transaction cancellation confirmation to Rivera's old email address, leaving a clear digital footprint. Kate's team collected it immediately. Camilla began feeling the invisible pressure. She canceled several public appearances, citing health reasons. During meetings with King Charles, she forced her usual smile, but her eyes betrayed anxiety. Charles, though preoccupied with state affairs, noticed, "What's wrong, Camilla?" "You look exhausted." She shook her head. "Just the weather." But inside, she knew the storm was closing in. Kate, by contrast, grew more confident. She spent extra time with the children, laughing and playing with George and Charlotte as if nothing had happened. Yet each night, after they slept, she reviewed the evidence dossier, double-checking every detail. She had safely preserved everything: Thompson's recorded confession, footage of the SIM purchase, transaction records before deletion, and the latest surveillance reports of chaos at Clarence House. The palace undercurrents had turned into a whirlwind. Camilla was backing herself into a corner, while Kate, calm and terrifyingly composed, simply waited for her opponent to collapse. The following morning, a closed-door meeting was held in the Grand Council chamber, a room that had witnessed centuries of pivotal royal decisions. King Charles III presided, flanked by the highest officials, government advisors, the Master of Ceremonies, Internal Security Chief, and a few trusted direct line members. William sat to his father's right, expression serious yet calm. Princess Kate sat opposite, outwardly serene, her eyes revealing the steely resolve forged over recent days. Camilla was summoned and arrived unaware. She entered a few minutes late, dressed in a somber, elegant outfit, a strained smile on her lips. "Apologies for the delay, Your Majesty. Traffic was heavy," she said, trying to sound natural. But those who knew her noticed her slightly trembling hands as she took her seat. King Charles nodded curtly, then yielded the floor to Kate. The room's atmosphere grew heavy, as before a storm. Kate rose, her voice clear and steady, resonating through the vast chamber. "Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, today I present a grave matter concerning internal security and the reputation of the royal family. Here is evidence of a conspiracy to undermine my marriage to William and destabilize our family." She placed a thick, professionally prepared dossier on the table, pages numbered and security stamped. Kate presented step by step, without haste or excess emotion, only cold, airtight facts. First, the fabricated Christmas gift photograph was sent to George. Kate projected a technical analysis on the large screen. AI compositing layers, inconsistent lighting, edited contours. Next, William's schedule, confirmed without gaps. "The Prince of Wales could not have been at the location depicted," she stated. Then the gift's origin, Thompson's recorded confession, footage of him receiving direct instructions from Camilla at the school gate, financial records from Clarence House to the driver and editor, Rivera, footage of Sarah purchasing the blackmail SIM, logs of anonymous threatening messages sent to Kate's private phone, and finally, recent surveillance reports, Camilla's frantic evidence destruction, panicked calls, and mistakenly sent cancellation emails. Each piece was backed by originals and multiple backups. Undeniable. William sat silently, but quiet fury flashed in his eyes as he heard the threatening messages to his wife again. King Charles read the documents with bowed head, his face gradually darkening. When Kate finished, the room fell deathly silent. Camilla turned ashen, lips pressed tight. She tried to speak. This is a misunderstanding. I know nothing about any of this. Someone must have impersonated me." Her voice faltered, unconvincing. A senior advisor interrupted. "Ma'am, the financial trail leads directly to your office. Your aide Sarah has already confirmed under separate questioning." Camilla looked around for support, finding none. Charles sighed heavily, his voice sad yet resolute. "Camilla, the evidence is overwhelming. We cannot allow the royal family to be threatened by such a plot. I must act." The decision was made on the spot. Camilla was indefinitely suspended from all access to internal royal information. She was required to withdraw from all public events, charitable activities, and official audiences, at least until further review. Clarence House's offices would undergo a full audit. Aide Sarah and others involved would be isolated for investigation. Camilla stood, face rigid, saying nothing more. She left the room with heavy steps, under the gaze of all, not pity, only profound disappointment. The chamber door closed behind her, as if sealing a dark chapter. Afterward, the royal inner circle gradually stabilized. Whispered rumors evaporated. Those who had doubted now regarded Kate with newfound respect. Her reputation was not merely preserved, it was strengthened. The image of an intelligent, resilient woman who protected her family and the monarchy without fanfare. That evening at Kensington, William held Kate tightly in the warm drawing room. Kate smiled, for the first time in days, showing genuine relief. "We are a team, William. No one can tear us apart." A meticulously planned conspiracy, hatched in the palace shadows, had been exposed by Kate's calm intelligence and unwavering determination. The British royal family continued to shine before the public, stronger than ever. But behind the glamour, everyone understood more clearly. In this world of power, trust is reserved only for the deserving, and betrayers must pay the price. Do you think Princess Catherine made the right decision by quietly investigating the mysterious Christmas gift herself, risking potential scandal and tension within the royal family? Or should she have trusted others and let the situation unfold? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.